A give, it's ETN off the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Bills at 13-2 on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
2nd and 9 now. This one swung out here to Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They'll look to throw here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Looking to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now Jones, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Aaron Jones. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
It's caught by Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Allen again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or...
This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. That was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Etienne. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Now back to throw. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in the second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
He'll get this off to Etienne, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll look to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got his man. It's Thornton. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and it's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quay Walker. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll drop to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.